everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome here if you're new. As you can see by the title, today I will be bleaching my hair at home, and I will be recording the process to show you guys how I did that. I'm going to start out by parting my hair into 4 even sections. The product that I'll be using is the Ion Intense Shine. This is the High Lift Neutral Blonde Kit. And here are all of the products that it comes with. This is the part 2, which is the Conditioning Cream Developer. Part 1, which is the Liquid Cream Hair Color. And it also comes with these 2 little packs that I found really interesting. It's like a pre-treatment and also the after treatment, which I never seen in any box kit I ever used. So first I'll be going in and putting the pre-treatment all over my hair. It says to put it on dry, unwashed hair, comb through and massage the product onto your dry ends and to not rinse it out, which is what I'll be doing. I also bought some black gloves from Sally's. The box side comes with gloves. I just feel like the professional gloves are a lot safer than the ones that come inside of the box kits. Step 2 in the instructions is just to mix part 1 and part 2 together. After that, you'll just give it a good shake and then it should be ready to use. After that, I'm just going to part out a small section from the section that I'll be starting in and clipping the rest of the hair away just so that it won't get in the way. And at first my idea was to avoid the ends because they're already pre-lightened, but I ended up coloring both the mid and the ends, which I wouldn't recommend doing if you want an even color, but it ended up working for me at the end, so I guess it's okay in this case. In the video, you can't really see how much I actually saturated my hair, but I coated it really well with all of the product. It just isn't showing up that well on camera. Finally done with my ends and also the mid parts of my hair. Here's how it looks in the back. And in the next clip, you'll see I'll be going in to do my roots shortly after I did my ends. Now this is the part where I messed up and why the title says bleach fail, and I blame it partially on the box kit's instructions. The instruction says if you have never colored your hair before, want to change your current hair color to a darker shade, or have not colored your hair in 3 months, to part your hair into small even sections and to immediately apply the color mixture onto your roots until it's fully saturated, and then you'll go ahead and do your ends. However, your roots actually process a lot faster than your ends, which I knew that, but I thought the instructions had it stated for a certain reason, which is why I went in to do the roots after I did my ends. However, that ended up being where I messed up at. For future references, whenever you want to bleach your hair and you want it to have an even color, you'll do your ends first, and then once that reaches a yellow or an orange color, then you'll go ahead and do your roots so that it's even, because your roots are going to process way faster than your ends will. After I finished doing my roots, I went in with the leftover product and just put it all over my hair just to make sure that I didn't miss anything and that all of my hair got coated with the product. After that, I'll just be putting a plastic cap over my head to trap in the heat and also help my hair process faster, as well as keep in the moisture. And I actually bought the processing caps from Sally's. I even searched my receipt. It said that I purchased it, but when I looked in my bag and in the car, I couldn't find those caps anywhere, so I have no idea where they went. After that, I just got a cloth with some soap and water on it to get off all the bleach off my skin. You can see it's all over my ears and all over my hairline and my neck, so I just went in to get that off of my skin to prevent irritation. I ended up leaving the bleach in my hair for about 60 minutes just so that it can fully process and get as light as possible without me having to do another round of bleach afterwards. I was very disappointed in the way that it turned out. However, I was kind of expecting it because I knew the roots were going to process faster. My roots ended up being way lighter than my ends, so I went in and did it again, but only for my ends and not the roots. I didn't touch my roots in the second round. And for the second round, I also let that process for 60 minutes. I wanted to try to get my ends at least close to my root so that they can be the same color. Here's my hair freshly washed. It's still a little bit damp, so you can't really see the actual color. However, it doesn't look that bad on camera, but in natural lighting you can see where my ends are extremely dark and my roots are still too light. And I later found out that there were still some parts of my hair that had black in it, which I later fixed. This clip is from the next day after I filmed the first one, and as you can see, my hair was very orange and it looked very bad in my opinion. I did not like it in the slightest bit. But instead of re-bleaching my entire head, I decided that I would go in and only do the parts that still had black, which was my natural hair color, and I got my boyfriend to help me out with that part. And also, I don't know why the camera recorded such a small screen. Like, I guess it was zoomed in, I didn't realize it, but I later fixed that in the next clip, so it's not going to be like this for the rest of the video. After my boyfriend helped me with the back, I went ahead and did the front parts that still had dark areas. And this is my hair afterwards. Now, instead of keeping it like this, I decided to go back up to the beauty supply and get the Adore Crimson Red hair dye to put on top of the orange hair. Since orange and red are in the same category, I decided that red would go perfectly on top of my orange hair. And this actually isn't my first time using this product. I used to use this color all the time when my hair was longer and I had it bright red. It's my favorite color from Adore, and it used to give me this deep red that I always loved, so I kind of knew what I was expecting from when I got the product at the beauty supply. And I started off by putting the color on my roots, and I tried to avoid my ends, which you can see in the clips that I didn't do too good of a job at. But the reason why I started with my roots was because they were lighter than my ends, and I wanted the color to deposit onto my roots first before my ends so that it can be an even shade of red. After I got done doing my roots, I ended up putting all the rest of the color on my ends, and I made sure to fully saturate my hair so that I didn't miss anything and all of my hair got covered. After that, I went in to put a processing cap on top, and I let this sit for about an hour just to make sure that all of the color deposited into my hair. And I ended up having to buy some more processing caps when I went to go get my color, 'cause I didn't feel like going all the way up to Sally's to see what was going on, and I just haven't had a chance to call them yet. This is my hair an hour later. I shampooed and conditioned my hair. This is how it looks while it's still wet. As you can see by my reaction, I was very happy by the outcome of my hair. You can't really see it on camera too much, but the ends of my hair were actually a little bit lighter than the rest of my hair, which I really loved. It looked like I had highlights at the end of my hair, and it just came out very pretty. I decided to add a few clips of my hair styled and fully dried. I was very happy with the outcome and I think it turned out amazing. And if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you have any recommendations for another video, please leave it down in the comment section below.